Hi, I'm Matthew Tringali with Smart Shield Property Management, and in this video, I'm going to answer the question of how much does property management cost in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. First, I want to mention all of the costs that go into owning a rental property, and those include management, maintenance, vacancy, taxes, and insurance. We have a separate video that covers those in detail, but in this video, we're going to focus on the cost of management and how it impacts the cost of vacancy and maintenance. Property managers generally make money in three ways: management fees, leasing fees, and other fees. Management fees in the greater Charlotte area tend to range between 8 and 12%, with some outliers, and is collected on a monthly basis. Leasing fees are generally charged when placing a new tenant and typically ranges between 50 and 100% of the first month's rent, with some outliers. Lastly are the various other miscellaneous fees. These may include renewal fees, property visits or inspections, maintenance markups, utility connection service, and various other fees. So when evaluating different management companies, be sure to understand their complete fee schedule and scope of services. It is important to note that property management is not a commodity. As a service-based business, the level of service provided, either intentionally or unintentionally, can vary greatly. It is easier to figure out the intentional level of service by the management company providing a clear scope of service on what you should expect to receive for those costs. The unintentional level of service is most often reflected by the company's online reputation. Do they have good online reviews? Then you should expect confidently to expect higher quality service. If they do not, you may expect them to drop the ball or have poor communication or worse. This is very similar to shopping for a hotel room. In the Charlotte area, for example, you may be able to find a hotel room for $60. Or rooms at the Ritz start at $600 and go up from there. Both hotels are providing a room and a bed, but you can expect a very different service level at those respective hotels. So just like hotels are not a commodity, neither are property management companies, and you should reasonably expect some companies to provide much better service than others. Most importantly though, it is not what a property management company charges, but rather what they cost you in the end. So let's circle back around to the maintenance and vacancy costs I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Is a management company sending out a vendor that charges $150 for a service call or $100 for a service call? Or are they sending out someone that only charges $50 but doesn't have proper insurance or experience and exposes you to a great risk? This is a very important factor to consider, since your maintenance costs can be even greater than the management costs, and you are trusting your management company to make wise choices on how to spend your money on maintenance. But even more important than maintenance costs are vacancy costs. Far and away, there is no single greater expense for a landlord than vacancy. When a property goes vacant, you could lose a month of rent or more, have to paint, replace flooring, and other turnover costs, and pay new leasing and marketing fees. This will all amount to thousands of dollars and could cost several months of revenue or more. The level of service that your management company is providing to your tenant will have a direct impact if that tenant stays for 5 years or 1. If your management company is driving away good tenants, this will be the most expensive company, not by a little, but by many multiples. So in the end, it is a very real possibility that the company that is charging the most in fees actually costs the least once you factor in maintenance and vacancy. Let me just leave you with one anecdote. When I turned 16 years old, I had saved up just enough money to buy an old beater of a car, and this car needed a lot of work. And so I took the time and spent the money to put work into the car, and I learned how to change my own oil and how to do my own maintenance on this vehicle. Fast forward to all these years later as my middle-aged self, and now I have other responsibilities and a job and a business, and most importantly, a family that I love spending time with. Now, I could do most of my own maintenance on my car, but it would take me 5 times as long as the mechanic. I don't have the right tools, and I might accidentally break something along the way. So I choose to bring it to the mechanic because I try to remember every single day that my time is the most limited and most valuable resource that I have. If you have any questions about what we charge at Smart Shield Property Management, please just reach out anytime. Smart Shield Property Management, the intelligent investor's choice.